do work a lot with releasing those patterns. A stone just recently came to me in finite, sometimes it's called the infinity stone. And what this stone helps with is to break up patterns that have crystallized in the etheric body. So there's lots of ways to change patterns energetically. Some people need to understand what those are. And I'm a very practically based person, and I have a master's in family counseling, so I have a lot of tools to give someone, communication tools, how to operate in a situation that might be stressful, so there's that aspect of it. And as Danielle said, it's all how spirit directs. And I found over the years, it's interesting, the words that I choose, the words I would choose, not me personally, but the words that would come through for you would be different than the words that might come through with you. They're words that resonate with you. So does that give you kind of an idea?
I was wondering if there's certain stones that correspond to certain problems in the body.
Yes.
And, you know, like, I don't have the education about doing this, but I'm just wondering if I would get some of the stones and work on, you know, say, for instance, my husband's knee problem or something, that might be a good place to start, right?
This is a great stone for connective tissue and joint issues.
It's called
it's a form of it's a form of serpentine.
Infinity stone.
But it's called infinite. Although some people will call it infinity because it's limitless in what it can do.
Okay. And it can be used all over the body, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are stones like blue stones relate to the throat chakra, and there's lots of books and information, and there are different stones for different signs and astrological signs.
Maybe I'll ask you later about a good book about that or something.
Okay. Crystal Bible, but there is a stone or a combination of stones that can heal any physical ailment.
Okay.
After you get support from the stone, however, I will say that knees are about moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean the stones can help reduce the symptoms and even clear it, but if you don't get to emotionally what's creating it, it will show up again.
Yeah.
So I would say anything to do with feet and knees are about moving forward in life. And so if your husband's having knee issues, there's something in his life that he's maybe trepid about or not sure about. And the knees your body is simply a reflection of your emotions.
Right.
And so don't ever look at your body and think there's something wrong with it. It is simply showing up to tell you what kinds of emotions you're experiencing, and your body's ailments are indicators of your emotional processes, and so use your body's indicators as tools to show you what's going on.
And I should clarify that the stones help release and help heal, but it is important. There are issues associated with it, and I notice in this time and place, there's not a lot of skipping of issues.
No.
You know, you need to go through the, you need to go through the issues. Sometimes people want to come for hypnosis because it's magically going to fix everything, that's wrong with them. It's very powerful and it's very subtle. It's powerfully subtle and very, very effective. But that you also need to work with it, and this is like, you need to know kind of the pattern so that you also have a little bit of understanding of the process, so it all works together.
What's the difference between etheric and astral? Etheric bodies, astral bodies?
You may have a different take on this, but the astral bodies are simply layers of your bodies. You've got your physical body, your emotional bodies, and we have many, many, many layers to our bodies. Etheric to me simply means heavenly, going into the ethers, going beyond the physical. But I'm also hearing that it's more complicated than that.
It is. It is more complicated. It might. You could maybe say it's a spiritual body. Of course, all the bodies are spiritual, and there are many books available or online. You can go and get more information.
And because astral is also, it's very similar, etheric astral bodies?
See, I would see that astral as lower and etheric is higher.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of bodies, a lot of energetic bodies. But usually, patterns and things, especially physical things, start out in that etheric, in that energy body, and then move forward. I mean, I always think of Star Wars, where they can maybe like a Star Wars kind of thing, or Star Trek kind of thing, where you can go and adjust energetically out here before it manifests in the body. But dealing with the body and managing the body is part of our path here. It just is.
And do gemstones have values like crystals?
Healing properties?
Mhm.
Oh yes, that's like this is not a crystal. I mean, it's a crystalline, it's a gemstone, but it's made of certain qualities. I don't know the technical qualities that make that up.
Gemstones come from crystals.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Not all crystals are gemstones, but all gemstones are crystals.
And of course, there's going to be a big gem fair, by the way, at the Orange County Fairgrounds. But you can always trust your instincts when you're drawn to something. Like when I was around this, I was just initially just drawn to it. It's like I could not leave without taking it with me.
Yeah. When you go shopping, the rule is if you pick something up that's pretty significant, if you go back and pick it up a second time, pull out your wallet. If you've touched it twice, it wants to go home with you. So, Jason's gonna play some music for us while everyone passes out the donation envelopes, and then we'll get settled and do a meditation.